there will be a lot of consideration, but in concrete terms, those new levers that we will have with this bill would enable us to set the numbers of foreign students according to a number of criteria, such as regionalization, strategic programs of study and categories of institution. But also, the government has a duty to promote and ensure the vitality of the French language, of course, and to do everything in its power to reverse the decline that we know now. But we didn't target any university, and we won't do so.
We know that Premier Legault has said that there are some, I guess, private institutions that are abusing the system, the foreign student system. And as you said yourself, some of them are using it as a money machine for their own needs. What, of the 120,000 international students in Quebec, what percentage would you say are related to abuse of the system, and what percentage is legitimate and students that are really coming here for their future?
I don't have those numbers right now. I don't have those numbers. We are still analyzing our network.
Right, but how big is the abuse? How much abuse is going on as well?
Well, abuse, it's a huge word.
Well, he used it.
Yeah, I gave two examples of some specific, really huge increase of the numbers of students within like 16 months. I think those are obvious cases, but I won't make a statement and judge all the universities and college with those facts.
Okay.
We should analyze really carefully before to take action.
We know that McGill, Concordia, and Bishops have been very destabilized by the other measures that the government has taken on tuition. And they were watching this today to see how far you're going to go on reducing the number of international students. And now they seem to be in a situation where there's still uncertainty. What can you say to Concordia, McGill, and Bishops to reassure them that they're not going to take a hit in their numbers of students?
Well, I'm saying let's work together. Let's discuss with us and with Pascal Derry. When Pascal Derry and I announced some measure in 2023, I've heard some concern who were really exaggerated by those universities, seeing what happened right now in Concordia, in Bishop, and in McGill. I think McGill have more students than the last year, and if I read what they've said 1 year ago, it was like the end of the world. But I don't think it's the end of the world right now on those universities. So everybody should analyze this carefully, and I don't think they have to be afraid. Let's discuss together how we can do it in the best ways.
Merci, Cathy Sonnet, CBC.
Just to clarify this point, Minister Roberge, why they should not be afraid, since with this bill you'll have specific criteria to reduce the number of foreign students, and that includes institution. So why they should not be afraid?
Well, because we will reduce the numbers with some criteria that are well chosen. And we don't want to reduce just to reduce. We don't want to say, okay, well, let's cut and discuss after. We discuss first, and if we need some student coming from other countries, well, they will still continue to go here in Quebec. So we didn't today take any decision but to increase our agility. That's it.
Okay. The fact and the matter is Quebec has the control to increase or reduce the global number of foreign students.
Which is normal.
Why don't you do it? If you're saying that 120,000 foreign students is too many, why don't you just put a freeze or reduce it?
Oh, well, if, well, you're asking why
Why
I
you not just-
don't reduce right now the number before to adopt this bill. Because if the government reduce the number right here, right now, before to discuss with the institution, before to increase our agility, I think we could really hurt our institutions, hurt some program, vital program for the Quebec, for the economy, for our services, and we don't want to do that.